Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Oh, Happy New Year!
Hey guys, and Happy New Year from me and me, mostly. It's now 2017 and I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday period and New Year. I figured that I would talk a little bit about goals while it's the beginning of the year, because what better way to start the year than try and set yourself some goals to aim for by the end of the year. Most people believe in this new year, new me bullshit kind of thing, which I don't believe in at all. It's like, if you want to do something with your life, you might as well start now. But saying that, I like to kind of make goals and plans for each period of my life. I'm not like a 5-year, 10-year kind of guy. I'm kind of like having shorter goals, because these shorter goals that you make kind of add up to a bigger goal. 10 years seems very far away, but 1 year doesn't seem that far away to me. And let's be honest, if you don't really have a goal, an end game to aim for, you don't really have a journey to go on, do you? So you're just going to end up stagnant and stay where you are in life, and that's not exactly what you should be doing with your life. You should be trying to like evolve and make yourself better in many different ways. So yeah, my goals for the year, I've got a few different ones. I've got personal goals, and I've also got gym goals, and some of them cross over and whatnot. But they're all kind of manageable and quite realistic. One of the things that people often make a mistake with is having unrealistic goals, like I want to be a millionaire by the end of the year, which is fine if you're already earning like 500,000 a year or something. But if you're like a 10,000 a year wage and you want to earn $1 million, it's not going to happen. So maybe in 10 years, but you need smaller goals to get there. Anyway, I've kind of rambled a bit there, haven't I? But my goals, right, let's start with personal goals for me. Personal ones. The biggest one this year, which I've mentioned slightly before, and I think I've mentioned it maybe in a couple of other videos, but I need to learn to drive. That is definitely a priority at some point this year. Last year I didn't do it because I had loans and stuff and finances were an issue, so learning to drive was definitely off the cards. Also, doing it in the past, also an issue because my parents don't drive, which means that if I do drive, I don't have a car to use. But now I've sorted all my finances out, which means that I can actually concentrate on learning to drive, and when I pass, I might actually be able to afford myself a set of wheels. So yeah, that's a big goal, because that's going to open up a lot of opportunities in my life. I'm going to be able to drive, I'll be able to visit the girlfriend a lot more. Certain jobs, I can actually apply for certain jobs that are a bit far out of my range currently, but driving will actually allow me to pursue such things. Speaking of finances, that's another goal. Not stupid goals like some people where it's like, as I just said, I want to be a millionaire, but I would like to be completely debt free. Like everyone pretty much has like credit cards or store cards or overdrafts and stuff. And I'm no different really. I don't have a credit card though, but I do have overdrafts which I need to pay off. I paid off all my loans and stuff now for my camera gear and stuff, and the only thing that I have left to pay off, which is a financial burden per se, is my overdraft, which is, I don't know, about $1.5 grand or something currently, which is quite easily doable throughout the year. That's kind of easy to break down, isn't it? So yeah, the best way of me doing that is if I take how much I owe my overdraft and then divide that by 12 and then divide that by 4. That basically means how much I have to save per week to pay it off, which sounds simple enough, but life does get in the way, and that means that unexpected things will happen. But I'm going to give it a go, try and clear my overdraft, and then actually be free financially to do whatever I want. It would actually be really nice to see plus figures in my bank again. That would be amazing. Obviously I've got lots of goals, but I'm going to stick with a few for this video because I don't want to be rambling on for about 3 weeks. So my third and final goal is I would love to move out of this house. I currently live in this house, which is my parents' house, which to be honest is not the most ideal of situations, or at least not where I want to be in life, because I'm heading towards 30 and I'm still living at home. I've not always lived at home, because I lived with my friends a few years ago, but one of them got married last year, and that meant that he obviously moved in with his wife, which unfortunately me and my other friend that I live with couldn't afford to keep the house, which in turn meant that I had to come home for a while. But this year, if I sort my finances out and stuff and learn to drive, and that obviously will help me move along in my life and try and find a new place to live, which will be quite an exciting adventure. Also, it'll be amazing if I can try and find a new place to live that isn't in this town, because I'm sure I've said it on many occasions in this video how much I dislike this town because it is boring. It's a little industrial town that has nothing going for it. There's nothing to do here except drink and get pregnant mostly. And that's not really what I want to do with my life. So if I do move out, I'm thinking that I'd like to move away to somewhere different, which will be obviously quite exciting, and I'll be able to document this as well, which will in turn improve this whole channel, because I'll have new locations to shoot in and I'll be happier where I am, and I'll feel less likely to get mugged when I'm walking around the streets with an expensive camera. So yeah, that's the 3 main personal goals that I'm going to be aiming for this year. They seem reasonable enough. Just need a little bit of planning and preparation to kind of make them work. But it's a new year and that gives me all the time in the year to actually do that. So I'm quite excited and I've got high hopes that I can actually achieve these things. No doubt later on in the year I'll keep you updated with things as that happens, and hopefully by this time next year I'll be able to say that I did complete all of these goals. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Remember, as always, if you like it, if not, ignore it. But like, subscribe, comment, share, do it if you want, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!
Angels just walk by. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a soul.